We are in business for over 25 years. We started out with designing for Dutch bicycle brands and for SRAM, or as it was called in that time, Fichteln AG. And ever since then, I think we expanded bicycle design into mobility design in a broader sense. So over the last 25 years, we've been involved in all kinds of mobility projects like bike sharing, electric speedboats, and now also with you guys with bike trainers. Yeah, so the design brief was basically a phone call from Christoph asking us to come over to London to look at the prototype. And the prototype was a brilliant piece of innovation and engineering, but it was not a product. So I think basically that was Christoph's question to us: make a product out of this. So make a product that is user-centered, that can live in a living room, that can exist in a living room. And of course, as product designers and as bicycle designers, we are used to always think holistically, work with engineers and create a user-centered product out of it. And that's also what we did in this case. So there was a lot of going back and forth with the MUOV engineers and updating designs, coming up with new proposals for details, following new technology ideas. And in the end, kind of as movie directors, we kept the holistic view of what the product should convey and how it should feel like to the user. And that's what we achieved in the end. I think a balanced product. This looks excellent and is also excellent to use. We do a lot of actual bikes, let's say bikes that are actually on the road. So we have a lot of experience in that. And creating a bike trainer is a different game, of course, because on one hand, you want to achieve that same bike feel and bike experience. On the other hand, you're stationary, you're in a living room. So that is requires a lot of different thinking. So especially in the beginning, we were constantly still drawing circles for the wheels, which obviously are not there. Most bike trainers are devices and actually well-finished torture machines. I think we together managed to create something that is indeed user-centric, that is friendly, but still performance-focused. I think for the TiltBike, there were different routes to go. I think something that you see in the gym typically is also typically not something you want to have in your living room. But on the other hand, we also want to create a true bike experience or true cycling experience. So it was balancing between a bike aesthetic and something that could live inside a living room. And I think that last part is what we basically mainly did in the Tilt Beam, where we chose a more reduced aesthetic, darker tones and more furniture-like feet. So that part blends nicely into the living room, where the compact frame can shine and do its cycling part of the product. A TT frame has a certain aesthetic, and when you see that on the road, you immediately recognize it. But because we're not making a bike, but a bike trainer, and all the mechanics and systems are different than on an actual bike, it was very hard to create the exact character that we want to achieve in the frame, and especially on the handlebar area. That took us a lot of time to get that right. It opens up a whole new world of possibilities. It's like your Spotify family subscription. It's for limited investment. You open up a lot more possibilities. So as you were mentioning, there's different ride styles. There's more casual training, and there's really pro cycling. There's different there's road cycling. There's TT time trial. So in a household, people will have different wants and needs, different body postures, and it saves you also in making all those adjustments on the bike to fit your posture every time. But with a little extra investment, you can just swap an extra frame onto the tilt beam and get going. it's not only about the bicycle. You're buying into more than just a bicycle. It's a device. It's an online environment. It's a bigger promise. And I think that goes also for a product like this. It's not only the mechanics and the visual aspect of it. It opens up a whole world of virtualization and online competition and online coaching. It's a door to much more than just a static device.